Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now when we're talking about concussion, you got to go up to the heavyweight division. And the heavyweight division is going down. It's the biggest news in boxing, right? Because it has a lot of repercussions, right, of what happened here. Right? We've been talking for months, pretty much every second day, about Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury for undisputed, right? When we knew something else was going down. Now we also knew that mainstream media would ignore what was going down with Deontay Wilder with his mediation the whole time, right? Now you have media coming because Deontay Wilder has won the case and Tyson Fury has to fight him. You have a whole lot of things going down, but media is coming. You got to watch them carefully. I ain't gonna see them say I'm gonna be cool, but one of them is coming out saying, well, this was, wasn't real in the first place. Deontay Wilder had a watertight, watertight contract, right? Now y'all saying that, and you're acting like that's what your narrative was the whole time, and it wasn't, right? I'm gonna put it in the description box, and then y'all know which one I'm talking about. I ain't just like, oh, so now that's how y'all gonna act like you was the whole time talking like this? No, you didn't. You weren't. No one. Everyone was talking about Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury when we knew we had other things to, if somebody has to have a contract, then damn it, all you have to do is follow your contract. And he was trying to get out of there. Now, I've heard some things from several people, one of them I'll get to later, that are trying to ask Deontay Wilder to step aside for this fight, right? And we all know, everybody that's been in the boxing, we all know that you wasn't having the same energy when it was Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua fighting for undisputed. You didn't have the same energy when Andy Ruiz Jr. didn't want to give Anthony Joshua the rematch. He wanted to fight for undisputed. No one was asking for that, right? Tyson Fury even said, hold up, man, y'all ain't fight for undisputed until Deontay Wilder fights me. No one said anything about it because Tyson Fury had a contract. So this brother got a contract, and it should have been honored a long damn time ago. And the narrative is taking too long for the narrative to be where the hell it should be. It should be, damn it, like what Anthony Joshua said. And Anthony Joshua came out and just told up Tyson Fury straight up, you're a fraud. You was using my name the whole time. If you had mediations going on, we shouldn't even been talking about we're going to have a fight. It's cool. Anthony Joshua said that. It's cool, but at the end of the day, we got to look at Anthony Joshua sideways too. Oh, what planet? You wasn't on this planet? You didn't know that there was a contract? You didn't know that there was mediation going on, right? Stop it. You knew too. So you don't have as much fault as Tyson Fury, but you got some. Let's be real. Everybody knew about the damn mediation with Deontay Wilder. We was all just trying to act like, because it's a brother with a contract and everything, everybody didn't want this brother to fight, right? Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury, to me, is a fight with two guys that don't want to fight Deontay Wilder. I explained that. There's a whole bunch of fights I'd rather see in front of that, but that's in the last video. If you don't know it, then just click the last one before this one. Right? We just talked about that. So Deontay Wilder comes out and says, hey, look, man, revenge is on. Right? It's priceless. I don't want no damn step aside money. Tyson Fury came out yesterday talking about Deontay Wilder wants $20 million and he's a joke. But that's only coming from Tyson Fury. If you guys are still listening to Tyson Fury by now, then you're just naive and you want to hear what he's saying. Some people know that Trump was lying, but they don't care because the lies he's telling is what they want to hear. So it doesn't really matter if he's lying or not. So with Tyson Fury, it's probably the same thing. It's like it doesn't really matter what he's saying, or you don't even say, man, you better stop lying to me. If you're a man, that's what you would be saying. But I don't know what else is going on here. Once the guy lies a whole bunch, at that point you're supposed to back off, okay, whatever, right? But the bottom line, I'm looking at the media, and they're talking about Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury better not fight him. It's too much risky fighting Deontay Wilder. Right? Wait a minute. Wilder isn't that good, most people are saying. Why is it so risky? Why are we doing all this to not fight him? Right? It's risky for him to try to, you should pay him whatever he needs so you can really get that fight with Anthony Joshua, because it's risky if you get in there with Deontay Wilder. Right? And some even said, hey, it's risky for Anthony Joshua to fight Alexander Usyk. So we get into a fight was undisputed. We're talking about trying to have two dudes that's the baddest man on the planet, AJ and Tyson Fury, but we scared for them to fight anybody. Right? What if I said AJ fight Luis Ortiz? People would be mad at me. Mad as hell, man. Man, well, no, man, you can't fight Ortiz. The reasons will start coming out. right? It's like, so why are we going to watch them be undisputed if we scared them to fight hard fights? Whatever. Handle y'all business first and then earn the undisputed fight, right? Where we know, okay, them are the two baddest ones right there. And everybody would be on board. Everybody. So-called Wilder fans, so-called Usyk fans, Fury fans, and Joshua fans anyway. But if Joshua and Fury handle their business and fight, you know, Deontay Wilder is beaten, the slain beast is coming back for revenge. He don't get none because Fury boxes his ears off again, right? Then brother's gonna be just like the videos for most of those people that are supposed to be Deontay Wilder fanboys. Go back to the Deontay Wilder fanboy videos directly after Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder and see what those fanboys videos were like. Most of the brothers was like, hey man, Tyson Fury bad. That's awesome. Right? That's how we rolling. It ain't with Deontay Wilder. If he's losing, we still gonna ride with him. But that don't mean we're not men first. And if the dude gets beat fair and square, that's how it's gonna be. Right? We keep it moving. Still gonna Deontay Wilder, like I told you before, he ain't gotta do nothing else. He could stop fighting to me. He ain't gotta do nothing else. He did what he did. Now here's something that's very interesting. Let me get to this real quick, and I'm gonna take it because I still ain't watching my hoops yet. Listen up. Now I've heard that Stephen A. Smith from First Take was saying that Deontay Wilder should step aside. Now, I'm not gonna say much until I see that with my own eyes. Because if that's the case, then I'm through with the brother. And I watch my man pretty much religiously. But he's on thin ice with me as it is, especially when it comes to boxing. As it is, right? Now I know you working at ESPN or whatever, and I don't like to call brothers what's another word for raccoon? I don't like to call them that. I don't go there, right? But that would be one of those instances where, dude, back off or don't talk about boxing or something because what you're saying is ridiculous at this point. It's from what I heard. I'm not going to go in on it, but if I do hear that, then I'm going to do a video only about that. Because why is he on thin ice? There's too many things, this dude sounds like Fox News to me almost some of the damn time. I didn't like the Kyrie Irving thing. Now, if anybody want to know what I mean by the Kyrie Irving thing, I don't know Kyrie Irving, but Kyrie Irving don't want to really talk to the media and whatever. But I did an NBA video, right? Matter of fact, I'll put it here in the information. Y'all just check it out. I did an NBA video about some of the topics that were going on about a week or two ago, and I addressed Kyrie Irving, right? And from afar, I can probably know what's wrong with the man because it's wrong with most of us that just woke and see what's going on in real time, right? And Stephen A. would have to know that. He's very intelligent, right? So we'd have to know that. So why are you ignoring that? Asking Deontay Wilder to step aside for two Britain dudes, right? And one who would possibly have cheated, the other one who did a whole lot to not fight him back in the day, right? And you've seen it the other way around, then that would be, we're going to hold up what it'll be. Wait till the next video. If I find that out to be true, which I think it is because the source is awesome. Well, I'll get one of my favorite uploaders. It's awesome. So I already know it's probably true. I just want to see it with myself, and then I'm going to just dissect it and then go from there. Anyway, bottom line, Tyson Fury is a fraud, according to Anthony Joshua. What do you think about that? Doma Sports Talk, worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.